Hello friends, I'm Chevee. Welcome to the shed. It is Friday. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I hope if you are an East Coast viewer that your world has not been destroyed by this storm that is hitting the East Coast right now. I'm kind of an East Coast viewer, but I'm okay. So if you are an East Coast viewer, an East Coast friend, I hope you're safe. I hope that you can stay nice and warm this weekend. It's going to be like 60 here tomorrow, so I don't know about the rest of you. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Not only that, I said yesterday that I haven't done much with the gaming channel. I got a busy weekend. I think tomorrow's Keely's birthday party. I'm not positive. I'm really bad with dates, and Jamie does all the planning, and she's really bad with dates too. But yeah, I think it's tomorrow. I don't know. If so, I'll have to do gaming tonight and tomorrow night to get videos for next week. But I did buy a couple games yesterday that people have requested, so I'm excited to play some video games this weekend. I haven't done that most of this week. Look, we got stuff here. I don't go to the post office box very often. It is just for my business, and I don't get a whole lot of business mail. And I kind of stopped promoting it here on the show. I still have plenty of the first run of the Daily Shed postcards, and well, the wall was pretty empty in this and stuff, and the microphone wasn't here yet. So I still have some of these. If you want one, you just send me a letter or a postcard, and I'll send you one back. And I kind of stopped promoting that because I don't want to make it sound like I'm asking for gifts. So I don't check on the post office box very often because it's usually like taxes and bills and stuff for the business, and stuff like this where you just get the generic mailer garbage that they send. But I stopped today, and we got a couple things here, so that's really cool. I really appreciate when you guys send stuff. There's something special about having friends all over the world that I've never met. And it's really remarkable that I continue to upload videos and you continue to watch them and comment. And that really makes me feel amazing. Every day I wake up and I see that 20 or 30 people have watched the show. It's like, oh, wow. This is... somebody gives a damn about what I'm doing in the world, and that amazes me. I had a conversation with a friend today, and he was like, I don't understand YouTube because I don't have anything to say. I don't know what I would do. And I'm like, well, I don't really have anything to say either, but I turn the camera on every day and I try. And the fact that anybody in this world gives a damn enough to watch it and leave comments and encourage me to continue really blows my mind. And when I go to the mailbox and I find something in there, that really blows my mind, because then a person had to take like actual time out of their day. It's YouTube can just be a background process. You turn it on and you do something else. But when somebody sends something in and they have to actually go to the post office and pay money, that blows my mind. It really does. It's really like, holy crap. And so I stopped promoting it just because I didn't want to sound like I was begging. I'm definitely not begging for anything. I just enjoy getting letters. Because, remember when we were kids and email didn't exist, and when you get a piece of mail and you'd be like, oh my God, I got mail, and see who it is. And so it's just like getting a letter and having maybe a pen pal conversation with somebody through postcards. That idea is still very romantic to me. So this actually, oh hell yes. This is from one of my absolute favorite board gaming podcasts, the Brawling Brothers. These guys, well, I've only met one of them, are frickin' hilarious. And I have spent some personal time, having adult beverages and conversations with these guys. And so, wow. I got a magnet. Yay! Of Man, Bear, Pig, and a couple of coasters. So thank you guys for sending this over. This is amazing. I am definitely going to be using these coasters. I'm sorry that I'm going to be using your coasters, but I'm going to be using your coasters. So that is awesome. And this is got to be a book. I think this is a book. I think Sam and I had this discussion. This is from Sam, regular friend of the show who has commented quite a few times. and was really excited about the Dark Tower talks, so he sent along, yes, the Dark Tower. Now, I've already read it. Sam knows that. He messaged me and said, oh, I guess you read it before you got the book. Don't worry, this is not going to waste. I am going to reread this book, and I'm going to reread the physical copy. And oh, it has pictures! I didn't know there was pictures. Now I'm really excited about it. So thank you so much for this, Sam. Thank you, both of you guys, for sending stuff in. That really does, I mean, it's just something amazing about it. So thank you very, very much. We also have a phone call that I've listened to already, and I didn't know where to put it. So I'm putting it in this episode because you guys got to hear this.
Chevee? Hello? Did you say answering machine? It's me, this old Tony. He'll never believe it. I'm down here in Peru for the weekend. Grabbed a moto rickshaw and was heading back to the hotel when your show came on the radio. Yeah, right? You can imagine my surprise. It was a little hard to understand. They overdub you down here. Now, my Spanish isn't great, but I was surprised to learn your stance on Peruvian democratic reform. Anyway, I heard you give out a number, and I thought I'd call with a question. I'd really love to know... Dang, Chevee, hold on a minute. Hey, buddy, you have 2 tens for a 5? Hey, Chevee, sorry, buddy. I gotta call you back. I just got punched in the mouth.
So, that message comes from this old Tony. I assume his name is Tony, because he signs his emails Tony. This old Tony is by far one of my favorite channels on YouTube. And before you go look it up, let me tell you what this old Tony is. Now, I watch a ton of making channels. I watch woodworking guys, I watch 3D printing guys, I watch electronics guys, and robotics guys. And then there's this old Tony. This old Tony is a machinist channel. And if you know anything about machining, it is this extremely precision, like super mathematical perfection trade. Completely opposite of everything that I do with wood. I usually don't measure, I cut, I throw stuff together, I slap some finish on it and call it done. Machining is the exact opposite of the way that I create things. It is like perfect planning and execution is required in order for machining to exist. And Tony has a machining channel, and he has an amazing set of steelworking tools and a few woodworking tools. He's built his own CNC, and I don't know why, but I absolutely love his videos. He takes the most boring machining topic, turning a cube into a cube or whatever it might be, surface grinding something. Stuff I will never do. I have absolutely no desire to ever do machining. I have no desire to ever own a metal lathe or a end mill or anything like that. He makes it fun in this extremely wonderfully comedic way. And his videos, production is through the roof. So I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. If you're interested in checking it out, the videos can be lengthy and they can be, literally... I have no desire to ever take on what machining, but for some reason I can't stop watching his videos. He does this really dry, deadpan comedy that is hilarious every time, similar to this phone call. And I absolutely love his voice. So I've watched all of his stuff, and some of them multiple times, just because I want some background noise. And for me, like shop noise I really love hearing shop noise. So thank you so much for the phone call, Tony. When he sent the phone call, it went into my spam box because he sent it by email. Tony's in Europe somewhere. He never really says. I think he's in Germany or something. And so he sent another message saying, hey, I sent you a thing, and I know there's no context here. And I was like, oh, what? And I had to go look for it. It was in my spam box because he just sent it without a message or anything. And then I was like, I had no idea you watched the show, because I comment on all of his videos. I absolutely love his channel, and I comment on all of his stuff. And he was like, yeah, dude, and I saw that you wanted, you could email in a voice message and you'd play it. And I said, absolutely, dude. Thank you so much for sending that in. It was silly fun, and I've listened to it. I can't tell you how many times because it's hilarious. So little starstruck for me because his channel Anyway, one of the few people that when his channel post goes up, I immediately watch. Like I don't put it on hold. So that's what I have this time. We got mail and a message from Tony, and I just wanted to talk about friendship and all the people that I've met all over the world because of this show. Thank you so much for being here. I wanted to talk a little bit about Patreon because I've completely ignored Patreon, and it really bothers me that I have. And yet there are people that still contribute and give me money, and that blows my mind. And I haven't recorded a single Patreon vlog in like 8 months because the last 3 that I published, nobody watched. They had literally 0 views. And I'm like, well, if this isn't what the Patreon people want, then I don't know what to do with this platform. So I just kind of let it hang. And I've been thinking about revitalizing it somehow and providing more value on my Patreon. So if you have ideas, I'm not asking you to contribute. If you want to, great. I'm not asking you to contribute financially to the Patreon. I'm asking in the comments below, if you were going to support me on Patreon, what sort of rewards would you want to receive for your pledge? Whether it's more video content, or whether you want high-end rewards, like, pledge $20 and I send you a shirt, or something like that, please just comments below. Let's talk about what I can do to revitalize Patreon, because people have been giving me money, and I feel like I don't deserve it, and I want to give back, and I have to figure out what the best way to do that is. So thank you for being here. As always, I'm going to go play some video games. I am stupid excited about the stuff that I've downloaded this week. So yeah, I will see you soon.
Hey Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
I'm going to read today's random fact in my radio voice. Who made up the Pledge of Allegiance? The Pledge of Allegiance was written in August 1892 by the socialist minister Francis Bellamy. It was originally published in the Youth's Companion, September 8th, 1892.